Welcome to the Smorgasbord Podcast, episode 23. Today, again, we've changed our setup because we're really inconsistent here. And today, I have two new guests, Becca and Tamel. How are you guys?
I'm alright.
All right. Now, what if you guys? What's something that you wanted to discuss?
How? What?
What?
How people's parents limit their time in the kitchen.
Okay. Well, all right.
Oh, Lord.
So, long story short, Becca's dad is he is very questionable parenting methods, to say the least. He thinks that many things that we do not agree with. He says that, quote unquote, every time I want to hang out with Becca, that I am using her for sex, and that Tamel is gonna dump her every other day. So, yeah, he also closes his kitchen at like 7 p.m. and if she has forgotten, she can't eat after 7 p.m. And Becca keeps making excuses for him because thinking it's okay. So, yeah, that's the situation. Okay, now Tamel, continue.
So, my thing is, this is your child. Why are you limiting their time to 7 o'clock in the kitchen?
Well, yeah, think about it. Both your parents. Well, first of all, for context, both of you are like they're not your birth parents. One, two. They both treated you like you guys. They don't treat you guys like kids. I've said this before. They treat you guys like
Like we're grown.
no, not even grown. You just treat you like you're just something to be taken care of, and not actual kids.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how they treat us. Because they get paid for it. Well, my situation maybe because I'm a foster child. But
Whose
Rebecca's
voice is
different 'cause
that?
She's adopted.
That's Miss J.
Oh.
But Ms. J is actually chill. She's not like she's actually in it to help people because
Alright.
her kids got into the foster system. So she's in it to actually help kids. But some foster parents, which I've been to those Southwest foster parents before, that only did foster care for money and really didn't care about how the child felt, whether they were doing really good in school or not. They just wanted their money. So yeah.
Yeah. So, Becca, what are your honest thoughts on every time your dad says something negative about one of us? Like his most recent comment on the fact that you saw Kobe Bryant, and he said that we're quote unquote trying to turn you out.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Who?
Remember when your dad said like those little boys are trying to turn you into liking sports when you don't?
Hold on, I got. Wait. Jamal, what are you doing? Oh, Lord. Okay. Well, it annoys me, right? But I just ignore it, like, whatever. I just kind of stopped. You know? Like, I listen to it, but I don't.
He's like doing something. I don't know what he's doing.
I don't. It's throwing me off like crazy, bro. Tamel, stop.
Continue.
But yeah, it annoys me. But I just kind of, by this point, I don't know. Like at first, I used to get like mad or whatever. But whatever. By this point, whatever. Fuck it. I don't believe him. Whatever, it's fine.
No. I keep reiterating this point. And I'll say it again. I feel like he's gonna drive you away from your house. Tamo, do you need to go somewhere private because we can? All I'm hearing is the stuff in the background.
Oh. Miss J. I'm trying to do something.
And we're back. We had technical difficulties because one of our guests was being unprofessional. Had to pause the recording. We're back. 1 second. All right. Now, you were saying about how you feel about every time he slates us. Because let's just make it clear. He doesn't know what we look like. I mean, he knows what Tamel looks like, and he just knows that he doesn't know what I look like. All he knows is that I'm a boy and I'm black.
Oh, he said he does though, because that time I went to your pool, he said he drove around the side.
Was he there?
See what I was. Yes. For like the first 5 minutes.
I ain't see him.
He said he wanted to make sure nothing was happening to her. He said he was making sure she didn't get kidnapped or anything.
He doesn't know what the hell I look like though, for real. Like for real. Like he hasn't like actually talked to me and met me. I'm talking about he's probably seen my back and just the absolute.
I wouldn't have a problem with your dad if he didn't start talking. Like if he didn't stop talking bull, then like I would not have a problem.
No, he's trying to bitch you. It was again we've talked about it so many times, but like he just tries to. People like him. People like him are like they manipulate. They say all this fucked up shit and use an excuse, and then they pull the bullshit they always do. Is they always do that manipulative bullshit where it's like, "Do you still love me?" If he was a girl, right? And it was a relationship, he'd be the type of dude to be like, if you leave me, I'm going to kill myself. And that's not even meant to be a joke. That's how those people are. Like, do you still love me? All that.
Okay, then don't even get me started on how he talks. I'm sorry.
Dude, he talks like he sounds like a female straight up.
I had to bring this up. Why does he talk like that?
Dude, he whines too much.
He talks about us like we're we're baby and stuff. Oh, like he's almighty and manly. When you talk like a whole woman, he literally was just like those little boys, and Becca just went, "They'll be more man than you will ever be." What the hell are you talking about? Like how are children voice? How is a child voice deeper than yours? And how old are you?
15.
I don't even know, bro.
And I'm 16.
Here's the thing, bro. 16. He was worried about. Here's the thing. Here's what's funny. He was worried about what I would do when Becca's done more than me. So I don't know what the. And the worst thing was, it was at places where they shouldn't be happening. Like, all right, first, okay, so instead segueing. What is there any stories? You can go any way you want. Tell us some funny or scary like stories or experiences, any kind.
Oh, I got one.
All right, go.
So, Becca was there. So, I go to school every morning normally, early in the morning. So, it's this boy Rohan. So, we're like friends and we mess with each other. So he decided to mess with me one morning. So we're running through the hallways, no teacher saying anything to us.
Freshman.
And of course, this dumb officer named Officer Swint has a pull up from a random corner out of nowhere and run her big mouth with that nasty hairstyle.
With that 7 head, not even a 4 head, a 7 head.
It says, "Why are you running in this hallway? It's too early for this. You're a cop. What do you do every day? Matter of fact, you're a rental cop. You literally sit at a desk all day. Talk about children all day. What do you do with your life instead of watching cameras? Nothing. Like, what do you do with your life?"
You could have pushed that woman to suicide. Why would
I got dress coded by her at least 11 times during this school year.
Becca, your dad dress codes you in the creepiest way. He just stares at you. He's just like, "Oh, is that thigh I see? Niggas just want to rape you then."
Yeah,
So, I got dress coded by Officer Swint. You want to know why?
Yes. The one
I have
never
a
told
tank
me.
top on coming out of the gym to the locker room to change. And she says, "That's not appropriate for school."
Oh, did I ever tell you the time where like, wait.
Going into the locker room. How are you going to dress code me?
Did I ever tell you the time?
With a tank top.
Did I ever tell you the time where they tried to dress code me, but they didn't?
Oh, yeah, you did.
I think you told me that before.
Well, for the people out there, basically, I was wearing a tank top in like middle school, and I was walking around and nobody was saying nothing, and all these girls were like mad jealous because that I wasn't getting dress coded because my shoulders were showing, Because I don't know what it is about teachers. There's some reason they think because a female's fucking collarbone is exposed.
My shoulders, my G. Are you distracted?
No, it's just like we see a collarbone and we just start. No, this is their logic. We see a collarbone and we just start drooling all over our homework. So, anyways.
Exactly.
And so basically, somebody said you're gonna get dress code, and I just said out loud they can't. They said they can't. They're not gonna do nothing. And I walked into my class. Tell me why the teacher of that class, the assistant principal, the principal, and the teacher from my previous class all had this like team fucking huddle in the middle of the hallway, just staring at me, looking in the middle, staring at me, looking in the middle. I'm just like, okay, are y'all niggas gonna move, or are y'all gonna look like a bunch of chickens? What is happening? That's what they were doing. They were just sitting there, just looking, and they wasted like 20 minutes, and they ended up just going back and like nothing ever happened. I just looked at them the entire time, did not blink, just stared at them, just like, are you good?
Okay, I have another one. This kid made himself seem so. He was a senior, so I pulled out my Clemson jacket like I wear sometimes at school. I'm a Clemson fan. So this dude says, "Do you know where Clemson is?" I said, "South Carolina." He said, "No, you're dumb." He said, "North Carolina." I was like, "Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb?" Because you must be both. Because if you think Clemson in North Carolina, you should go online and check. So he checked it. It said South Carolina. He said, "You're still dumb because you're a freshman." And I said, "You're dumb for not knowing where a college is." And you're a senior going to college.
Obviously, he's not.
Are you a senior going to college but don't know where certain colleges are located?
Right.
That's my question.
All right. Here's a question.
Is running in the background. What the heck?
Here's one. What is your craziest story about like a time in like in a relationship, like, or about like the craziest thing that's happened or whatever?
I have a good one.
Well, Jamel knows it, but like I ain't gonna say it.
No, I just say it. This is what it's here for. Your parents are gonna fucking see this. They're like ancient. They don't have Instagram. Just watch this, man. Go ahead.
Oh, I know what you're talking about with your dad.
Yes.
And Taylor Road. I remember that.
Well, Tamo, you tell it then. Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't my crazy story though.
I know, but I'm just saying. Since she won't tell it, because she's being weird all of a sudden. I don't know why, but what is Becca? What is the Becca to talk about?
So one day we decided to go out. Her dad wanted to go out with me and her, so he could get to know me better. So we decided. I forgot where we went. We went to Zaxby's. So we pull up to Zaxby's. We all order what we wanted. We sit down. I went to go get something to drink. And this dude started asking me so many questions. He started asking me so many questions, dumb questions, see if I could afford to give attention. My G, what do you?
Oh my! I'm trying to chill, bro. Like, why are you?
You want to know what I said? What are your intentions with me?
Oh shit!
I heard that. He was asking me weird questions, so what else am I supposed to say?
Nah, bro, you just be interrogating. You gotta relax. If you interrogate, you just be like,
And with the voice. Like, his voice, too, is what killed me. I was so surprised he had a wife.
Really? He said?
Like, if I did not know your mother.
Becca, why are you surprised? This dude would pull, if he met me, right, and we went to go chill, you went to go use the restroom, he'd be asking me questions.
Told me. Huh.
No, he wouldn't have.
Well, whatever.
He wouldn't tell you, because he tries to control you.
Another question he asked me, he said, "How old are you?" I said 16. He said, "Are you sure?"
Oh.
I said, "Yes, I'm 16.
If he's asking you, no, listen.
Yes, I'm 16. He said, "Okay." And then you walk back. And then he says his split comment because he was talking about what I wanted to major in college. It was like something dealing with science, I believe, or doctor or something. And he was just like, people whoever majors in that are dumb. Well, his wife literally majored.
Yeah, that's where you have the video.
The same exact thing. and tells me he thought he was slick too. I didn't realize until I watched the video, but he thought he was slick. With his
those slick jabs are just hilarious to me because he's always just like, all right, so here's the story of the craziest girl I've ever dated. All right, this is a long one. No, this is you're laughing. This is bad. This is bad. So let me just start off by saying, by anybody watching, any of you bitches about to over here judge me, just want to say something. When you get older, you're gonna date some people or fuck with some people that you really didn't want to fuck with, but you did it to avoid trouble. Just gonna leave it at that. So there's this girl named Savannah, real name.
Oh Lord, her name's Savannah. You know how that's gonna end.
So white girl.
Belongs to the streets.
No, just listen. So white girl smelt like a fish market, looked like a dumpster fire.
It's a fish market.
No, man, you don't understand. She smelled like you could. This is how I would quote it. She smelled, quote, to such a degree that she could not be endured within 20 paces. It's bad. So basically, I was cool with her, just chill with her, cordial as you should be. I was just chilling with her, and out of nowhere she asked me out. And I already knew she was crazy, and I didn't really like her, but I was like,
why? Oh Lord.
So I was just like, I said, sure. All right. Sure. All right. So we were chilling. Me getting bullied already. It just did not help at all. But, you love to see it. So went on for a week. My mom doesn't really like her because she immediately started being touchy with me. Like the minute my mom saw her. And I don't know why she did that. Because every time she held on to me, I held my breath. But I digress. This isn't even to I don't even hate her. I just this is just what happened.
Imagine Savannah watching. Oh Lord.
Dude, she still stalks my Instagram, but we'll get that later.
Oh shit.
So basically, she goes ahead. Basically, I come to find out that she had a restraining order put on her by her previous boyfriend. I didn't know this. So I told her, I said, why didn't you tell me about none of this bullshit? She was like, I don't want to talk about it. I'm just like, all right, man, deuces, we done. I'm out this hoe. So, yeah, and that's where the real crazy shit started happening. So, this started in 8th grade, right? So, this is what happened. So, basically, for a while, she got really upset, right? And she would just start shit-talking me, right? Just start talking mad shit about me. And I'm like, okay, I mean, I don't care. She's stupid. And then once she tried to hit me. Right, like straight up. And I was just like, if you try to hit me, I will drag you down this goddamn hallway by your hair. Don't fucking touch me. And she did. She walked off. So we was just chilling, right? I'm over here, a couple months passed. I don't talk to her. She don't talk to me. It's all good. So then she keeps sending her homies over, telling me all this creepy shit, like she wants to have my kids and shit. And she wants to have sex with me and all that shit. So she's saying all that. What's going on in the background? Hello? Hello?
That's the mail.
Why are you guys quiet? Can you hear me?
He said quiet.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Alright. So basically, she did that. And she kept sending her friends over talking about she wanted me to tell you that she still loves you and all that stuff. We only dated for a week, so I don't know why she loved me. So then she had her friends send. So one day I was in class in homeroom, and she straight up wrote this fucking letter that was like a page and a half long about, in like 30 minutes, about how much she loved me, how much she misses me, how she still wants to be with me, about how she wants to have a future with me, how I made promises that I broke, and all this load of crazy bullshit. And I was just like, how the fuck did you write all this in 30 minutes? And then
when a girl, Michael, I'm gonna just tell you, it don't matter what it is or what's happening. If a girl determined, woo, baby, she determined.
dude, it was fucking scary. Cause she was like, shit, and then she kept on trying to text me shit, and I was just like, nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. So then, like, she started sending me unsolicited nudes and shit. I was just like, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Stop texting me. And I blocked her. She made another account to then talk to me. And I was like, I'm good. Stop talking to me. And she was determined to not be with me, to be my friend. I was just like, nah, bro, I don't think we should be talking, right? And my mom thought I was getting with her again. I was just like, no, she keeps messaging me. My mom threatened to call the cops on her. And she said, all right, I won't text you again. She then proceeded to text me again like a month later. And so she kept doing that shit, bruh. And so she kept trying to text me and stuff. And then she moved schools. And when it came to high school, and then she just continued trying to text me and send me nudes and stuff. And I was just like, please stop texting me. And I blocked her again. And then she made another account. So, like, at this point, I'm just like, fuck. We might have to actually put a restraining order on this bitch again. And so then finally, my mom texted her one more time. She said, if you continue to text my son, I will. Because I threatened her already. I said, dog, my mom said she would call the cops on you. Why are you texting me? She's like, so is that how you're going to say hello to me? And I'm like, so my mom probably texted her one last time. And she was like, okay, I won't text him again. And she hasn't texted me since. But she still is like one of the very few people, the first people like to see my story anytime I post something. So it's still very fucking creepy. Bruh, I'm telling you, man, this shit wild.
It's creepy.
And even, this wasn't even worse. It was so worse. I didn't even tell you the worst part. So, like,
make sure I never did a girl named Savannah.
No. That's not even the worst part. I forgot an entire part. During the time when I broke up with her, right? When we were still at the same school. She'd be sitting at the opposite end of the lunchroom. I'd be on the opposite end. She would just stare at me and would not blink. It would just continue to look straight at me for the entire lunch.
She probably has some mental issue. Not even gonna.
Here's the thing. She'll be having normal conversations with her fucking friends, like a whole cordial conversation, but staring directly at me. And I'm like, what the fuck are you looking at? And she just keeps looking and staring. And she didn't blink. And at the time, then when I finally got a damn girlfriend, like a different one at the school, and I sat at lunch with, she was like whispering to her fucking friends about me, and I just looked right at her, and I held her fucking hand, and I held it up, and I just said, say something, bitch. Say something. Say something. And I asked her friends, I was like, yo, is she staring at me? She's like, oh no, they're deaf. She's like 100% staring at me. Like, have you told her to stop? Like, yeah, she won't. She ignores us. I'm just like, you guys are terrible fucking friends. But okay. But yeah, so that's about the craziest girl I've dealt with. And now it's going to be PTSD because every time I talk to a girl, I have to ask her, is there any legal or issues that we need to be discussing before we get into said relationship? Because I'm just
did you ask your current girlfriend that?
Yes!
Oh, wow.
I'm serious about this shit. I was like, is there any legal issues that I need to know of? Like,
so one of them? Oh, sorry.
One was like, no. My current one, she just said she's just been arrested before. But I mean, she said, I've been put in handcuffs, but that doesn't mean I didn't go to jail or anything. She was like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, if you got arrested, you got arrested. But if you don't have a fucking restraining order at like 14, we're good. We can make this shit happen. But yeah, that's the craziest girl I've ever dealt with. And if she sees this, I'm kind of fucked. But you know what? It's fine. You know what? Anything for the people.
So mine, she wasn't much crazy. Well, just weird in general. So Becca knows this girl Ella. So,
That's not even her name.
told, I don't care. So, I decided to go out there. We were together for 8th grade, all the way to the beginning of 9th grade year. Now, I broke up with her because she was being a bit, pretty much.
How so?
She was just being clingy and everything, like, oh, you can't hang out with this person because you have to hang out with me only, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, that's annoying.
Hell no.
So I was like, I don't got time for this. So I left her. And then she knows I broke up with her. You know what she says? So she tries to have this, like, I broke up with her in person. So over text, she tried to have this whole entire conversation. And I said, I broke up with you. So then she showed her friends the text messages. Made it seem like I broke up with her over text.
Oh,
when I didn't get your face.
Shady, bro.
And then, you know what she tells everyone? In the beginning of 9th grade year? Oh, he never broke up with me. He just lied to everybody.
So does that mean, are you guys still together, or what does that mean? Like, what the?
No, we're definitely not together.
No, what I mean was that when she said that, did she mean like?
Right in front of her friends. I did it again, right in front of her friends. I said, we're over OVER. Do you understand English, ma'am?
Jesus.
And what'd she say?
It made me so mad because I'm just like, you know, I did this.
I would have kicked. I'm not even gonna lie, bro.
But you try to claim that I didn't.
But that's not even that.
And then her friends are dumb as well. But then they'd be like, oh, she never told me no text messages when I clearly watch her. Show me my text messages. Who was that?
So Becca, what is your crazy story?
She posts herself crying because of it.
Oh my god.
She says that a lot, or she says weird stuff.
Over a breakup that she said never happened.
Just, they don't love me.
Exactly.
That should be killing me, bro. Anytime I see a female just fucking crying on like, I be seeing that shit, bro, and I'm like, what the fuck are
Like,
you?
depending on the situation, I'll feel sympathy.
But no, here's the thing. It looks, even if it's not, even if it, listen, even if it's not, it looks like they're trying to get attention. And I'm just like, every time I see it, I'm just like,
Most of them are.
yeah. Or so it's just like, I know this one girl. I ain't gonna say her name. No, you guys don't know her. But I'm just super saiyan. That's pretty much all she do. And I'm just saying, she'd be like dramatic as hell. I'd be seeing that shit. I'm just like, that's bonkers. That's absolutely, that's like profoundly insane. I'm like so concerned for your mental health and safety. Like right now, you have no idea. I'm literally like.
What's the next question?
All right, Becca, your turn. What is something crazy that's happened in a relationship?
She didn't answer the question.
Sorry, I was watching a guy. He was chopping out hot dogs and he made it into an octopus. But I was listening at the same. So if you guys don't already know, I get distracted a little bit now. I think I got probably some, I don't even know what, but I get distracted. But I'm paying attention. Okay. What was the question?
Again, she says she pays attention, but she's not even. Listen to me. You guys have.
Listen. I was listening to your story, but like when people ask me questions, sometimes I don't always realize or I zone out or something. So what was the question?
What's the craziest relationship you've been in?
Well, what's the craziest moment in like relationship wise, or what's like? Have you ever dated someone crazy? If so, tell us that story.
Well, I don't really go for the crazy people now, right? But
No one does. It just fucking happens.
Okay. There's this one person, right? I ain't gonna say his name.
Do I know who it is? I know who it is.
Is it the dude you told us about?
What dude?
No, I thought you were talking
not
about
him.
what's his name from Chattahoochee who liked you before me. Who liked you?
Okay, wait, let me tell you about him. Oh, Lord.
That's what you're talking about.
Okay, I take that all back. I forgot about him. Like, it was so bad, I blocked him out of my memory. That's how bad it went. Okay, so there was this kid, right? I ain't gonna say his name.
Say his name.
You know.
Say it. Say it.
No, because,
Say
like,
his name.
that's like,
He isn't gonna see this. Say the name.
I know, but it doesn't matter.
Or he doesn't follow me.
Instagram.
You say he doesn't have an Instagram?
No.
Then you might as well say it.
Okay, his name's Troy. Okay, his name's Troy.
Well, that's your problem.
High School Musical.
Yeah, that's Troy Bolton. I'm joking. It wasn't him. Anyways, though, he was weird in that Troy on High School Musical. Anyways, I think it started in Spanish class. I had Spanish with him, and every time I look up, I see him staring at me, and then he like look away or whatever. But I ain't dumb. You ain't slick. I see you. So I was like, okay, whatever. So then I thought, but he kept doing it for like a week. So now I thought maybe there's something wrong with me, or so now I went up.
You're
to him.
beautiful. That's what's wrong, Becca. You're just so gorgeously stunning that you attract creepy dudes.
So anyway, so I went up to him and I'm like, is there an issue or like you good? And he goes, oh no. And I'm like, okay then, that's fine. And then I thought like maybe I was trying to be nice now.
No, it's not. I feel like that's how you're telling us, but how it really went was just like, yo, my dude, the fuck you looking at? Like.
Anyway.
Actually, that's not Becca. That's me. That's literally me.
No, that'd be Tamel. He'd be like, yo, my dude, you got a fucking problem.
All my teachers hated me last year.
Oh, that's facts.
Definitely my government teacher. My government Spanish teacher, girl.
Oh, Mr. Brooks is not flat ass brick, but yeah.
Oh, someone made a meme out of her.
I mean, that thing.
This is cyberbullying. I do not condone this. Continue with your story.
Okay.
I don't want to get shut down by these social justice warriors. Fucking dope.
Okay, so then, where was? Oh yeah, and then I thought maybe he was some lonely kid. Could he just moved here from Colorado or whatever? So then I thought maybe he needed a friend. So I tried to be nice, and I tried being friends with him. But you know what? He wore jeans every single day. That should have been a red flag already. I'm sorry, bro.
Wow.
I mean,
same jeans at that.
Yeah, alright. Anyways, so then I tried being nice, right? And then we become somewhat friends. You know, I thought we were friends. And I'm pretty sure she thought. I don't know what he thought. I don't even want to know what he thought. So then, though, like, every second, like, you know, between classes or, like, in the morning or at lunch, he always tried to find me and, like, talk to me. And I was like, okay, that's fine, I guess. But, like, I do have other people. You're not trying to be mean, but you're not like my first choice of friends I would, pick to sit with at lunch.
Damn.
Mostly because he hung out with Hikar, you know what I mean. And I don't he makes me anyways. So then like it's just a little shit that he do is so weird. Like one time he told me I was zoning out, right? I zone out a lot, but I was staring at his shoes. But he probably thought I was like, looking at his shoes, but I wasn't. I was just zoning out. And he goes, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get new shoes." And I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "I'm gonna get new shoes." I'm like, "Okay." But then, now Tamel knows I own white shoes. Like, I love them white shoes. But he comes back the next day, and what shoes does he have? He has white shoes. So I was like, okay. And he goes, "You like my new shoes?" And I'm like, They were ugly as fuck, but whatever. It's fine. They were some
He was trying to
shades.
impress you, bro. He was changing his whole look. If you said you liked black guys, like in his face, he would come back with black spray paint on the street.
I tried making that clear, but Tamel, I ain't gonna lie to you, you weren't really helping at that moment. Because in the morning, Tamel would follow me around like a lost puppy. I'm not even gonna cap. And Tamel over here was like, "Ooh, I shit you, blah blah blah." Tamel. Oh Lord. Anyways, that never helped. So then, one day we were doing this food can drive, right, for Hosta, and I had to bring in like 30 cans of food. And I mean, I had to carry this, and I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of heavy. So I was lugging this crap around, and And he goes, you want me to carry that for you? And I'm like, no, I'm fine, I can do it. And he goes, let me carry that for you. I'm like, no, I'm fine, I can do it. I'm not weak, bro. Like, leave me alone. Because I already annoyed that morning. And then he goes, let me just carry it. Tries to take the bag. One of the cans falls out and busts in the hallway, and I'm just fucking pissed. So I go, you better call someone to clean that up, because I ain't cleaning that up. But I just walked away, because I'm already mad. So then I turned in 29 cans, so I didn't get the full credit. But you know what? That doesn't matter. That was a whole nother pissed off vibe. So then, one morning I came in early, right? And I was already mad anyways. You know, sometimes I don't have good mornings. Like, that's just how the universe just, I just got no good mornings, you know? So then I was sitting there on TikTok, because TikTok makes me happy. It's the most stupidest app, but it makes me happy, alright? So I was watching TikTok, and he comes on over now, and he sits right next to me, breathing his carbon dioxide in my mouth, and I'm like, get away from me. So then,
breathing his carbon.
I was watching TikTok, and I had my AirPods in, and he pulled one out of my ear and put it in. He goes, what are you watching? And I'm like, I'm just staring at him for like 5 seconds. Bro, if you come up to me and pull out my AirPods, you almost got punched. I ain't gonna lie now. So I'm like, TikTok. And he goes, okay. And then he moves his, face into my bubble. I'm like, back up. I didn't say that, but I was annoyed. I'm trying not to be, too mean, but he was getting on my nerves. So then we were watching TikTok. But then this is where he cuts the line. This is where I ended our friendship. He puts his his arm on my freaking leg, my thigh area, and I jumped up out of the
Bruh, he was trying to make the move.
I jumped out of my seat and I was like, I didn't know what to say. I think I just jumped out and I just stood there. I didn't even know what to say, bro. And he goes, what? And I'm like, okay. And I say, I gotta go take a test. And I just leave. But in Spanish class, when we were walking out, I go, could you just leave me alone from now on? I mean, it was it was kind of rough to say. Cause I saw he was hurt, but it didn't somewhat. He was really creepy and concerning. Maybe he was trying to be a nice person.
No, he was hitting on you. He liked you. Really.
Talking about Tamel, talking shit. Every time Tamel would mess up, he would always try to bring that. Cause I think he knew that I liked Tamel, so he didn't like Tamel because of that. Because, what was it? I forgot what Tamel did. Oh, I think Tamel was mad one morning, right? I come up behind Tamel, I'm like, what's up? And he doesn't say anything because, Tamel don't talk to people when he's mad. So then I just left him alone. But then, I get it, it's fine. But then, he brings it up, he goes, why did Tamel, 2 days later, he goes, why did Tamel, not talk to you when you say hi to him? And I'm like, what do you mean? And he goes, remember on Monday? And I'm like, oh yeah, I don't know. Don't ask me, I'm not Tamel. I don't know what's going on. And he goes, And I'm like, okay, creepy, whatever. Anyways, yeah, he's just doing those creepiest shit. I don't know. No.
Is Tamel still on the call?
I don't even know.
Alright, fine.
Is he?
Next question, Becca. Yeah, he still is, but I don't know where he's at. Anyways. Alright, Becca.
He's on mute. Yeah.
What is the time? Name a time that you fought the opposite gender or you were close to.
Okay, well, one of them I can't say because,
Why can't you say? Why can't you say?
Because I kind of deserved it. Tamel knows.
Well, I don't, so you should say it.
No, I deserved it. It's fine.
Anyway, you can still say the story.
She said, she said, I will tell you this whole entire story. So
Becca, stop.
One day at her old school, she decided that someone told her to say it. So she decided to actually do it.
I was in 7th grade, bro.
She decided to actually do it in front of my person. So you know what happened? Next, she got punched in the face.
Damn.
The story though, because
Honestly, if I was there, I would probably knock that person out, but I wasn't.
well, okay,
That's why it's even
that's
funnier.
not the whole story. So what happened was, there's his name. He's people know him. Like, he knows a lot of people, so I'm not gonna say his name. So this person, me and him had bad blood. Like, we still had bad blood. I saw him at a basketball game when I was, in the cheer or whatever, and he made me so mad. I didn't want to cheer. I literally sat out. He makes me so mad. Anyways, because it all started in 7th grade, so we had a test, right? And I saw he was cheating off of me, right? And I try not to be a snitch, so I'm like, oh fuck it, whatever. But we got the same exact grade and made the same exact mistakes, and the teacher noticed, of course. So she pulled us out in the hallway and goes, okay, look, I know you guys cheated. You guys sitting right next to each other. Like, I'm not dumb. And then she goes, who cheated on who? And he goes, oh, she cheated off of me. She cheated off of me. I looked at this man. I was like, excuse me. And I'm like, no, you cheated off of me. What are you talking about? And he goes, no, I saw her the whole entire time. She tried to sneak over the folder and look at my text. And this dumbass teacher believed him. So he made me. I had a grudge against him since that. Because I got 0 on the test. And he got to keep the freaking 98. And it literally dropped my grade so much. And I had a 95 in the class. I went from a 95 to like a freaking, I don't know, an 80. I know it's not bad, but still made me mad. So then he made me mad ever since then. And like,
That's pretty messed up, though.
It is.
I'm not gonna make out.
And like, we always fought every single day. I hated math class. Because of course I have to sit next to him. And we don't switch seats. And like, we used to fight the whole entire time. I don't even know about much, just about anything, bro. One time he was breathing too loud. It was getting on my nerves, so I just told him to shut up and stop breathing. And then I said it too loud, and then I got in trouble. I know I probably should have said that.
Because you just told somebody to stop fucking breathing. Like the.
But he was doing it on purpose. He was like hitting me and then even louder. And he knew it was annoying me. So.
You both need to master inner peace. That is something I must teach you both, because Jesus Christ, you fucking need it. You guys get irritated way too fucking easily. But
I do. I know that for sure.
So then I was in 7th grade in middle school. I was not the same person that I know today. So anyways, one day in the hallway, we were fighting about something, and then he calls me a chink or whatever. So then I call him. Well, you see here, this is not one of my brightest moments now.
Is he black?
What I call him. Yes.
Okay.
So I think you know what I call him. So then he punched me in the fucking face, but I wouldn't hit back, but I did hit back, but with him. So he punched me in the face. I was not expecting it. Like, we fought a lot. We fought physically a little bit, but like not a lot.
You did that a lot.
But he like full-on punched me in the face, which I totally deserved, and it's okay, it's fine. Well then, yeah, that was that one time.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you deserved it, but I will say both. It was like either way, like he deserved to hit as much as you did, because you both called each other racial slurs.
Yeah.
All right,
it's,
but
whatever.
I don't see why y'all kids do that, but
all right, my story is a bit different. It's like I have two. Excuse me. One where I kind of did it, and one where I was close to. Which one do you want to hear first? The one that I did it, or the one that I almost did it?
I don't care.
All right, well, there's the one I almost did it. It was 9th grade year.
Where's mine? Wait, I'll be right back.
It was the girl, again, same girl I was talking about before. I ain't gonna say her name, because she may or may not see this, but she know what she did. She was a friend of mine's girlfriend. Right, so I was cool with him. I was cool. What?
I'm gonna have to leave the podcast for a few minutes because we need to go somewhere.
All right.
But I would join back if you guys are still doing a podcast.
Okay, cool. Thank you for stopping by.
No problem.
All right, Becca. No, it's just you. So, yeah, basically, she's like the definition of having father issues. She's like just the definition of a damaged fucking person. So I was over there playing my mouthpiece for my instrument in the hallway. I was just playing it, and she didn't like it. So she told me to stop, and I was just like, well, I'm practicing. So no. And I was fucking around and just playing it. So what she decided to do, this is a big fucking mouthpiece. She decides to slap my face and put the mouthpiece like in my mouth, and it cut my bottom lip. And I could have eventually fucked up my music career. And it took like everything I had not to come back and blast her in the face and push her in the lockers. I just looked right at my friend Mahaley, who saw the thing. I just looked at her and just said, "You better come get this bitch, because I'm about to fuck her up." And I just held myself back. And I was just like, "Man, you lucky my homie's girlfriend, because I would have laid. I swear to God, have you some random girl who did that? I would have laid her ass out. I swear to God, I would have." And I told him, he was just like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And I'm like, but the one where that's where it almost happened. The one where it did happen was back in 8th grade. I was sitting in my language arts class, and we were just getting ready to watch this film. And you could sit anywhere you want. So I sat in the desk right in front of the screen. The girl usually sat there, but there's no assigned seats. She was late to class, so she said, "Get off the seat." And I was just like, "No, you got here late, so get on time, and you can have the seat." So she got pissed. She hit the desk, and I was just like, "Okay, whatever." We watched the film. The film's over. I'm up talking with my friends, and she just comes back and just punches me as hard as she could in my back. Now, this was during the time where I was diagnosed, like for a short period with scoliosis. It didn't hurt then. It didn't hurt. But the fact that she thought she could do it. I had to give an example. I just told my friends, "Hold my shit," and I turned around and I cuffed my hand like this, like a kind of a C, and I just fucking wham on her back, like half my strength. And then she played the fucking victim, and then the teacher wanted to go ahead and yell at me, and I'm like, "You just saw this bitch hit me. The fuck are you talking about?" And so I didn't get no trouble, but then I taught her to not do that shit by any dude, or she don't have to get her ass kicked. Because I ain't none of these bitch dudes who are like, "Oh, she's a female, so if she tries to stab you with a knife, guess I'm gonna get stabbed." There's some ignorant bullshit. Every time I hear that so many fucking times, and it's the most ignorant shit I've ever heard. But yeah, that's my story.
Equal rights, equal fight.
Oh, I said this one time to this girl as a joke this year. It was like her birthday, and I was just said, "All right, you know what that means? Birthday punches." And she was just like, "You better not." And she was one of those girls that are really aggressive. I said, "I may be straight, but these hands bisexual." And I fucking I didn't hit her, but just the whole class started dying. Even the teacher, he was just like, "Why would you say that out loud?" And so yeah, I know my friends think I abuse women because I said I would defend myself regardless of gender. So yeah, that's my thing. What are some things that you want to discuss? We only have like 12 minutes left. What is something that you want to discuss? Becca. Hello. Well.
Yeah, sorry. Somebody walked in. Wait, save the last 12 minutes from when Tamel comes back. Like, cut this out. We should talk about all the times we got in detentions at school. That'd be interesting.
All right, you go with your times of detention.
Now?
Yes. Yes, we can do multiple episodes. Just come on, just do it.
No, save it, because I want everybody to hear this.
All right, well, thank you all for watching this episode. Guess we'll be back the next time they show up. Thank you for stopping by, Becca and Tamel. He had to leave early for family business. Everybody, stay safe. Love y'all. Bye-bye.